In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to create Facebook ads that will work in 2021, 2022, and for the foreseeable future. Let's get into it. How's it going? Dylan from Pondir here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how we've built Facebook ads that work this year, the last year, and moving forward. They've generated millions of dollars in e-commerce revenue. And there's 3 steps. You're going to learn all 3 steps here in the next 5 to 7 minutes. And I have a good feeling this is going to be a complete game changer for you. So all that I ask is that you can hit the like button, leave a comment with any questions as I'll get right back to you. And let's jump straight into this. So this is how to create Facebook ads that work in 2022. We have the 3 steps. Let's go through these really quick, and then we're going to dive into those in detail. I'm also going to show you the tool that I use to help me do all of this, and also how it works. So step 1 is, first you have to understand what a winning creative really is. And you might be thinking, well, it's an ad that drives a lot of sales, and it's an ad that drives results. That's what a winning creative does, but what is a winning creative? I'm going to dive into the details here because it's super important that you understand the foundation of what a winning creative is so you know how to build one. Step number 2 is I'm going to teach you how to reveal winning characteristics. And then step 3 is how to validate your new creative that you produce is also likely going to be a winner without spending any money on Facebook ad testing. So let's dive into step number 1. And this one really is just going to be a big mindset shift. When you think of a winning creative, you're likely, I'm gonna note this as let me remove this background here. I'm gonna note this as a before, kind of your thought process before, and then also we're gonna do after. So coming into this video, there's a good likelihood that you view a winning creative as an ad, let's just put a Facebook ad that delivers results. That's likely what you're thinking right now. But what makes up a winning creative? What is a winning creative? What I want you to come away from this video understanding is that a winning creative is a Facebook ad that has the characteristics the target audience resonates with. So when you look at an ad, obviously the top level characteristics would be a video or an image, but we can go much further. For example, let's just do. I'll sum this up as the media type. So that's a characteristic. But here's some more: the scene, the sentiment, the faces, or the people, accessories in the image or the video, text, objects, so forth. I guess that kind of summarizes accessories and such. But these are characteristics of a Facebook ad. And the only difference between a winning creative and an ad that loses money, or zero ROI, zero return on investment, zero ROAS, is that a winning ad has winning/aligned characteristics. So if this doesn't make sense quite yet, don't worry. I'm gonna actually show you step by step here, and positive in the next 5 minutes here, you're gonna fully understand what this means. But just right now, key takeaway is don't look at Facebook ads for that top level. Is it a video ad? Is it a image, or is it a carousel? Look at the characteristics, the objects in the image of the video, the people, the location, the scene, the text that's in it. Is it happy? Is it sad? That's what you should be identifying, because when you're targeting your audience, the individuals that you want to eventually become customers or a lead or whatever your goal is, you have to ensure that the characteristics in your creative match the ones that drive their attention, that gain their attention, that stop the scroll, that engage them, that make them feel the way that you want them to feel, and ultimately resonate your product or your offering with them. So hopefully this mindset shift here helps out a little bit. I'm also just going to edit that. All right. So first, you now understand what a winning creative really is. It's the characteristics of an ad. Step number 2 is actually revealing the winning characteristics. So have you ever seen a competitor's ad on Facebook that's just performing? It's got a ton of engagement. It has millions of views. So you clearly know it's profitable and you don't know why. You're like, this ad just doesn't seem like a winner. I don't get why when I try to replicate this, it doesn't work. Maybe you've tried to replicate the same structure. You saw that this winning ad had a few second scroll stopper and then they went into certain benefits. And you try to replicate that structure, but your ad doesn't work. Why is that? It's likely that you didn't know the characteristics that your ad should have in it. So let me show you the tool that I use to actually reveal winning characteristics in a matter of seconds. It's called Pondir. Fun fact, I'm the owner of Pondir. We've invested a lot of capital, over a year of software development into these tools, and it's continuing to grow. You can actually go grab a free 7-day trial, no credit card required, no risk. You can check it out. So highly recommend doing that. I'll link it in the description. But let me go ahead and sign in here, and I'm going to show you the tool that we have called Sherlock. Just like Sherlock Holmes and investigation, this tool right here, Sherlock, will actually reveal all of the characteristics of any ad, not necessarily just winning creatives. You can also identify losing characteristics too. So here in Sherlock, what this does is it's artificial intelligence that actually looks at an image from the viewpoint of a Facebook user or Instagram user or essentially a consumer in general, and provides the characteristics that they're likely seeing, even with a likelihood percentage behind it. So the code's super complex, but luckily for you, this is done in a matter of seconds. So what I wanted to show you here is actually I have this picture of Elon Musk, and I'm going to be doing a quick demo as though I'm building an ad, a winning creative for Tesla. And let's say that I actually saw this creative right here running on Facebook, and I couldn't figure out why this ad is working so well. So what I would do is you can save the creative, you can also do videos here, and you just simply click upload. You would choose your ad. So I actually will show you what this upload looks like. So here's one from Pondir's homepage, and as soon as you upload it, the AI nearly instantly scans the image and reveals all of the winning characteristics for you. So let's go. We can just use this for example. So I'm just going to enter in a ad title, Pondir woman. The brand is Pondir. And then tags just for filtering and saving purposes. So we'll just put Pondir YouTube example. Okay, so then you could save it. But more importantly is actually viewing the analysis. So as I mentioned, there's really 5 to 6 key characteristic categories that you need to be on the lookout for if you want to build an ad that works in 2022. So object and scene being really the most important. What is in your ad? A good example of this was one of our clients has a supplement company, and we were running an ad for a product called Nourish. And Nourish is a gut health drink. It's like a chocolate shake. It looks like a protein shake, but it's for gut health. And we launched this ad that we thought looked really good. Very professional. We thought it had the makeup of a winning characteristics for this company, and we launched it and it flopped. It was like one of our worst performing ads, and we couldn't figure out why. When we uploaded it and scanned it here with Sherlock, what we quickly found is that Facebook users were likely identifying it as cosmetics. So the bottle itself was being confused for as cosmetics. And obviously, if we're targeting gut health and people in market for gut health supplements, and they see something that they think is cosmetics, they're not going to stop, click, and then take the time to figure out what it is. And we simply then reworked the creative, rescanned it, and the top characteristic was actually health and supplements. And then we relaunched it, and now that's one of our top performing ads. So by understanding what's in the object and scene, you can quickly understand what your consumers on Facebook who are viewing your ad are likely seeing. So you can see here, person, human, purple is picked up. Obviously, this isn't for a specific product, but if it was, I would want to ensure that any of the objects that were being identified here were actually the ones that I wanted to be identified. So if I was targeting football players with this Chicago Bears autographed helmet, I would want to ensure that the top characteristic is football, helmet, athlete, and so forth. collectible. And by doing that, without testing, I already have a high level of confidence that users aren't going to confuse what my ad is actually for and scroll right past it. So that's really step number one. That one of the reasons that this tool is very, very powerful is it shows you right away the object in the scene. So let me pull up this, I'll go ahead and say this, but let me pull up this picture of Elon Musk, and we'll do this Tesla example here. And let's actually do it for the Tesla Model 3. We'll just hit update. All right, so you can see it's picking up tie, accessories, suit, clothing, coat. This would be a perfect image for an ad for a tie or for a suit or for a coat jacket. But obviously we're just using this as an example, but you can kind of see how you can verify right away the winning characteristics of any ad. And you can do this with your losing ads and competitors' ads too. Don't tell them I told you that. Let's move down. So next, one of the biggest reasons that Facebook ads don't work nowadays in 2022, or that they're very expensive, is because there's moderated image content. So anything that's shocking, that has a negative sentiment, that nudity, for example, things like that will either, number one, cause your ad to get rejected or your ad account banned. Number two, drive up your ad cost, drive up your CPM. And if you didn't know, this is actually a really important thing to know, that, and Facebook states this in their documentation, that any ads with that shocking or negative content, they will actually charge you a higher amount. They explicitly state that. And it makes sense. They want their users to be happy when on their platform because they end up spending more time on there. Facebook makes more money. It's a win-win. So if you have any moderated image content in your ad, you need to fix it. Unless, of course, for example, if you're selling swimsuits and you scan one of your ads here and it picks up like swimsuits and so forth, that's okay because Facebook also understands that it's highly aligned and it's acceptable. But if it's, if there's a picture, if we're advertising the Tesla Model 3 and there's a picture of Elon Musk in a bikini and it shows up here, that's going to cause our ad cost to skyrocket. We're not going to see the results that we want. So that's really keynote characteristic number two, is that there's nothing negative or anything moderated in your image or your video too. So once again, you can upload videos, it'll do the same scan. Next, when you're advertising a product, so let me use that example of that Nourish product that we're using. The end goal is we want our customers to be happy because gut health is happiness. A lot of when you're suffering from gut health, you're down, you're sad, and the end goal is to be happy because you're healthy. And so by using creatives with people in it and then doing a facial analysis, we can ensure that the sentiment of the individual aligns with our end goal. Once again, with the characteristic. Remember, you have to know your customers. And inside of Ponder, when you do the 7-day trial, I have a coaching lesson on step-by-step breakdown of how to do this. And I'll just show you right here. So if you come over to education, you click on education if it's not open, and then come to coaching. Here's some of the coaching lessons that we've recently uploaded. Go to, it's this one right here. How to create a product and marketing mind map. It's going to show you exactly how to understand the end goal, the sentiment, and so forth for your customers. So by using facial analysis, you can ensure that it aligns with the end sentiment. For us, driving a Model 3, we want people to be happy, to enjoy their car, to be relaxed. Next, this is my favorite aspect of creatives. When you have a product that is age specific, so for example, our top customer base for the Nourish product is above the age of 37. When we launch an ad with someone in it, we don't want that ad to be confused for, or the person the ad to be confused for, as someone either much older than 37 to like 50, our target demographic, or much younger, because it's not going to resonate. People, for example, think about any of your favorite movies. The reason, there's a very good likelihood of the reason that you like that movie so much is because you picture yourself as the main character. And it's the same thing with advertising. If someone's scrolling and they see your ad and they don't envision themselves as that character, they're not going to resonate. It's not going to work in 2022. Your Facebook ads will not work in 2022 if it doesn't resonate and your consumer can't align with the main character. So with Teslas, they're rather expensive cars. So we can assume, let's say that we know for a fact that the average owner is 30 to 55. What we can do with facial analysis is verify that that age range is being picked up. So age 36 to 52. I'm not sure exactly how old Elon Musk is, but I'm pretty sure it's within this age range. And it also aligns with our key demographics. Next, we said happiness. So appears to be happy. 99.4%, so 100% confidence that the user on Facebook will align with happiness, smiling, so forth. So this is really important. By doing the facial analysis, you can verify that the characteristics of your ad are going to align with your targeting. Next, celebrity recognition. This will pick up any celebrities. What I've found is a lot of times I see a competitor's ad crushing it. And I'm like, that is just a still image ad, or it's a simple video. I don't get why this is working. And I scan it, and I quickly find out that it's a celebrity. And why this is really useful is if you can see that your competitor is utilizing an influencer or celebrity, and it's working for, essentially your target base, is you can find similar influencers or celebrities more within your budget or more accessible and use them for your ad campaign. So this is a great way to quickly find out who and kind of what category of influencers you could use for a sponsored campaign. Very useful. And the other reason that this is important is, let's say you go online and you pull an image off of a website like Pexels, which is so it's supposed to be a free website or free royalty-free images, or maybe you just go on Google and pull an image. Don't recommend it, but maybe you do that. And you scan it and it picks up a celebrity that you didn't realize was in there. Don't run that ad, because there are countless advertisers being sued right now by celebrities for using their image without explicit signed consent and agreements. So this is also a really good way to limit your risk as an advertiser. And then finally, text identification. So any text that's in your image or your video will show here. And if you have text in a creative, it needs to be important. And so when you scan, if the analysis isn't picking up the most important text first, so you'll see it will be laid out in order. You need to rework the creative so that the most important text is the one that's picked up first by the end user. So this is the tool that I use for this to essentially verify and reveal winning characteristics or all characteristics of a Facebook ad in 2022. I used to do all this manually. I had an Excel spreadsheet. I detailed it all out, and that's why we spent a year and about $150,000 to develop this tool. So very, very powerful. And then here's what I want to show you. So you reveal the winning characteristics, and now you're wondering, well, what do I use this for? Because I still have to create my ad, right? Well, let's say that I want to replicate this specific ad here. What I could do is make sure that my ad has all the characteristics in it. So if I was, for example, advertising a suit jacket or a tie, and I took a picture of myself or a friend wearing my product, being the tie or the suit coat, and then I scan it and I don't see this level or this high of a confidence of like 99.98% of my product there, I need to rework it. I need to improve it. By essentially mimicking your competitors' top ads, you can have a very, very, very good likelihood and confidence level going in, putting money behind that ad, knowing that it's ready to convert. So what I personally do, I do have a graphic designer on my team and a video editor. So whenever I scan an ad or I create a new one, I just send them this data here, and I say, make sure that these are the most prevalent objects in scenes in my creative. I also have in the coaching section a lot more detailed breakdowns of like actual ads that I'm running and some case studies and so forth that are really cool. So make sure to check that out. Once you have your creative built, as I said, it's very important to align the creative and the characteristics to your targeting. But there's a missing piece. Your creative is not the only most important part. What you have to do is align your copywriting as well. So what we previously would do is we'd look at mainly the facial analysis. So we'd look at, okay, Elon Musk, let's say, I don't know his age, but let's say he's 47. We'd say, what are the terminology? Like, what are the words that 47-year-olds use? What's the type of language that our target customer base uses on a daily basis? Under 18, they're saying things like, swag and hype and clout. 36 to 52-year-olds aren't using that terminology. So you want to ensure that your copywriting aligns with it. And here's this tool, Brainwave, that'll also do this in a matter of seconds for you. Check this out. So here's our scanned image. You can see all of the objects and scenes are carried over. The brand is carried over. And what we're going to do now is we are going to enter an elevator pitch. So let me go to the Tesla Model 3 page. So we'll go Tesla Model 3. Here we are. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the URL so that our artificial intelligence copywriter can go create a copywriting model that's been trained by professional copywriters, scan the website, understand the brand, the product, and then we need an elevator pitch. So for the Model 3, let's just put is the best electric car in America. 0 to 60 mile per hour in less than 3.7 seconds. All right. And now we can actually create optimized copy around the specific characteristics we want. So maybe we're targeting business professionals or executives with the Model 3 ad. And a lot of business professionals wear a suit, they wear a coat jacket, they wear a tie. So we're going to optimize our terminology to really high-end professional luxury. Next, we know that our age range is 36 to 52 for the Tesla demographic. So we're going to optimize our terminology to that age range. Also, we want to exhibit happiness when driving a Model 3. So we're going to click smiling, appears to be happy. We're going to create sentiment. The AI is going to build a quick overview, sentiment, and emotion of this following object and seen as positive. Facial analysis shows a person who appears to be happy, smiling, and appears to be in the 30s or 40s. And now all you have to do is click this button here, the light bulb. It's going to auto-generate all of the advertising content. So you can see it quickly generated some primary text, a headline, and a link description. Let's say this is a little too short. We can hit primary again, and it'll right away update this text right here. So it's going to rewrite it for us. Boom, there we go. The world's best electric car is here. The Tesla Model 3, designed and built as the world's first mass market electric vehicle, sets a new standard in affordability, performance, and range for an electric car. 0 to 60 miles in less than 3.7 seconds, starting at $35,000 before incentives, with a 250-mile range per charge EPA estimate. Reserve yours today. Call to action. Boom, perfect. Let's say I kind of want to switch up the headline. So we'll click that. There we go. That's a good one. And then order now, get 1,000 off. That's a pretty good link description, but let's just, for the heck of it, switch it up. Oh, yeah, that's a really good one. Perfect. Now we can save this ad, and very, very soon, not as of this video, what you're going to be able to do is come to My Advertisements and immediately import it directly into your advertising campaign. We're like a week away, 2 weeks away from this. I'm so pumped. So right there, you saw, number one, the foundations of a winning creative, that it's not just an ad that delivers results. That's the end goal. But the actual aspect of a winning creative is the characteristics. Next, you understand how to reveal winning characteristics. You can do this manually. You can go there, kind of detail it, guess on percentages, or you can use Sherlock, do it in a matter of seconds. And then finally, once you produce your new creative, upload it and compare the before and after results. Make sure that you can have a high level of confidence without ever running a split test that your ad is going to be a winner. And then you can also use the brainwave tool to write sentiment optimized copywriting in a matter of seconds as well. So this has been a powerhouse. I mean, so I've actually been using Pondir. I didn't announce that this tool was out. I've been using it for myself and my clients, kind of selfishly, for 7 months now. And from November to December, we spent around, so Black Friday and Christmas, we spent around $220,000 on Facebook ads and generated around $1.2 million in revenue. So like a 5, almost 6x return on ad spend, only using ads that we first validated with the winning characteristics, and then number 2 with the copywriting. And once again, this is like, you can do a free trial on here, no risk. You get access to all the tools, all the education stuff. So definitely check that out. This is really the 3-step process that you need to use to create winning Facebook ads in 2022. So I really hope that this was useful for you, and that you no longer have to go through the struggling process of launching creatives, investing ad spend only to see 0 results or a negative return on ad spend. That's the worst, and I understand your pain. So thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you very soon. I've got a lot of great content on the way. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Don't forget to hit the like button. Also, any questions that you leave in the comments, I use those as ideas for video topics. So if you have a good question, not a good question, any question, ask it please, and there's a likelihood that I will do an entire video on it for you. Thanks again. I'll see you soon. Dylan out.